Hello, trading has closed on the 22nd of April, 2025. As always, we'll do our disclaimer first. We'll go over our calls and then make our predictions. It's my trading plan for Wednesday. Wednesday is April 23rd, 2025. Remember, I can change my plan. My plan can be wrong. Trade at your own risk. Look for the pattern today with the early low. It's this. Tomorrow has the early high. Here's what we said. We had mixed signals. The commonest thing is a gap, prompt move outside the day's range. We certainly got that. Gap promptly moved over that high. I kind of thought that was a bridge too far, and I said we might just piddle around for a day and then rally. But that idea was killed before the open because we gapped up smartly. And we did say we had a Fibonacci and wave count saying that as long as this low held on Monday after that big drop, that we could have a big rally. And so far, at least, that's what's happened. Well, during the day, MEJT did give a sell signal. We hit the minimum target immediately. These yellow lines are support area, support held. We recovered. Normally you gap, hit a higher high, can't take this high out by the close. You're in trouble unless of course you gap up and take this out at the open. And futures are now up 90 handles. Now I don't know where we'll open. I mean, we could open down 90 handles for all I know. But as long as we hold on to that, there's nothing negative about this pattern. And the call for Monday's low holding seems to be working. I don't see any reason to change it. Here's the idea. We're in wave, I think, C of B of 2. We could have a rally. If C is equal to A, we're somewhere up here in the 5700s or even higher. Then there should be a C wave, and then we have a huge wave 3 up. I know I've seen some other people saying this is an impulse down. I don't see how they get that count, to be honest. I mean, this is the impulse. That's how I'm counting it. I mean, we have an A, B, C, C equals A right at the bottom. I don't see any reason to change it. I just, my stuff is based on what happens during the day, and you're already up 90 handles overnight. I need to see what happens in the morning before making a plan for the day. I mean, this apparently happened on a news announcement that the president isn't going to get rid of Jerome Powell. Moves on news announcements usually don't stick, but everything else is so positive here, I'm not certain that'll happen. These are pretty strong moves. I can't say they're without precedent because back in the 1930s you'd have daily moves of 10 to 15% happening often in the industrial average. This is far less than 10 to 15%, but still it's kind of strange to recover almost 300 handles in a little over a trading day. That's a bit much even for an old guy like me. So Wednesday's market has the early high regardless of where we open. Typically it's a rally day with a final hour high and failures, a straight line drop. Our wave count is set. If Monday's low held, we should have a strong leg up, and that should be the market. That market is acting as if that count is correct. Futures are up about 90 handles as I write this. I need to see where we open, what happens during the early trade tomorrow before making a call for the rest of the day, saying we're going to trade higher when you're already up 90 handles isn't really much of a call. I mean, if you wind up one handle, you're going to say, see, I called it? I don't think so. So we're going to say we think this low is going to hold. We think we're going to trade much higher before having another correction for wave C of 2. But as far as what to do when you're already up 90 handles, I have to see how we open and what the early trade is. It's a pattern with the early high. Normally it's a bullish day, and that's today's call.